We got a really special guest right now on the Inside Scoop. It's running back Javian Osborne out of Forney, Texas, Forney High School, number 8 ranked running back in the country, top 100 overall prospect. And I kind of feel, Javian, you're down to 2 schools. We got Michigan, we got Notre Dame, and I kind of feel like this recruitment's about to come to an end. Am I right? You feel like you got a decision coming in the next month or so?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have you set an announcement date yet?
I have not. I haven't made it official. Just been really talking it over with my parents, or really just my dad and stuff, trying to make sure everything is gathered up. But I think I'm finna come down to a date, yeah, and make it public so everybody knows.
Yeah. Do you think it'll be in like the next 6-8 weeks, something like that?
Probably the next 4 to 5 weeks, I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, early.
Okay. All right. We might circle back on that announcement, but I want to know why you decided to narrow it down to Notre Dame and Michigan, because you had, I believe it was a top 10 and it went down to 2. Why those 2 programs?
Well, if you look at the dynamics of the program, you have, Michigan and Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame is like the, Dallas Cowboys of college football, and then you have Michigan, which is somebody that's just they are, these are like the 2 blue bloods of college football. But one thing, I mean, just just talking with the coaching staff, just being able to get up to Notre Dame, it was a big eye opener for me, being able to see the campus. I already talked to Coach Freeman when he came down to my school, and just talking to him and just hearing how he sounds and just what he presented to Notre Dame, it was just a dream come true. Like, I mean, just Notre Dame is it's like, it's big, it's a prestige campus, and same as Michigan. Michigan came down as well, and they showed, so many things, like, and I'm pretty sure you noticed, as you've seen on my recruitment and stuff, Michigan, they've been number 1 for a while too, and
Yeah.
because they literally just showed the platform of how they would utilize me, how they, the plan of utilization of incoming into my freshman year and stuff, and just seeing all of that. It's like I just had to narrow it down, because sometimes it can take a toll on you if you know where your heart is. You don't want to waste any other coach's time and stuff. So yeah.
What about all those schools in Texas, though?
Yeah, I mean, Texas, they was, when the running back coach left, Coach Choice, that was my guy. He was recruiting me freshman year, and you
Mm-hmm.
know, just after that, I mean, it's kind of went downhill. I mean, Texas, new running back coach came in. I guess he just thought that, other running backs was better than me. And, I really wasn't hearing phone calls from him and stuff. So I was just like, okay, just gave me, just made me easier to kind of check it down and, write them off the list.
Yeah.
Just kind of, I felt some type of way with Texas. I feel like they were just trying to keep me in state, just to have me there, just in case of another recruit they don't get. And that's how I felt about them. And it was just a no-go for me. I didn't feel that at all. And
Yeah. You made
Texas
a
A&M,
really quick decision too, because once Coach Choice left, I mean, you like within 24 hours had canceled that official visit to Texas. So was that?
oh,
Yeah.
it actually wasn't even 24 hours. I think I gave it about a week, probably about 4 or 5 days, maybe a week. But yeah, I wanted to kind of give the coach a chance, kind of, hear him out, hear what he
Mm-hmm.
want to present. And for those, like, the first 3 days, he didn't call me, didn't text me or nothing. I didn't hear from nobody at all. And I try to give Texas a chance to, like, try to. I know they're getting a new staff and they're running back, and I wanted to see, are they gonna, pick up the phone? Maybe Coach Sarkisian will, call me or something. Just, they tell me that I'm priority number 1, and if you're priority number one, you at least try to hear a phone call from somebody. But I didn't hear that at all, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not finna,
Yeah.
waste no time, and I just canceled my OV.
Hey, there's a lot of schools out there, and not everybody's a fit for everyone, but you found 2 that you really like. And kind of to your point, you kind of hit on a little bit. I felt like early in your recruitment, maybe December, January, February, it was Michigan. I felt like Michigan had all the momentum, but I kind of feel like Notre Dame now is the one that has jumped in the lead. Is this recruitment kind of tough for you with these teams kind of sliding into who's number one, who's not?
Yeah, I'll say, it's a little tough because I mean these are both, very good colleges. They have very good academics. I mean, it's I gave Notre Dame a slight edge because just of, just what they presented, just from the football aspect, school, everything, and just I gave them a slight edge because it was just a, I felt a different type of feeling there. But Michigan, don't get me wrong, I love Michigan. Michigan is still like it's like a 1A, 1B type of deal, and they're just right there apart. So it's really not like
Mm-hmm.
a big difference, but it's gonna be pretty hard, to choose from. Just definitely choosing from two big blue bloods of college football. So
Oh yeah. Okay, so you're publicly saying Notre Dame's your leader. I didn't want to say it because you know how sometimes recruits don't want to tip their hand at all. They're afraid to say anybody's out in front of anybody at any given time. But you're saying right now Notre Dame does have the edge, just at least by a little.
just by a little bit, yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right, so Notre Dame has the edge right now. Michigan certainly had momentum, still very much in this race. What's up next for you, visit wise?
Oh, well, I canceled all my spring visits, and now I'm just going to Michigan spring game, which
Yep.
is April 19th, I believe. And then after that, this coming up Saturday is Notre Dame spring game. So I'll just be making
Okay.
my visits to those two spring games. That's it.
All right. So that's why the decision could come in the next 4 or 5 weeks because after you make these two trips, what else is left to see, right?
All right. All right. Yes,
So,
sir.
how important are these two visits? Because with Notre Dame slightly in the lead right now, Michigan right there, it sounds like coming out of these visits, it could still change.
Definitely.
So,
I
what are
mean,
you looking for?
yeah, what am I looking for? I mean, like I said, Notre Dame, they showed, they kind of just showed everything. Michigan, they showed pretty much everything as well. But, I just want to make sure that, just the right fit. Just really want to know where my heart is at and
Mm-hmm.
just make sure, I'm choosing, the best school possible. But,
Okay.
yeah.
Who do you have the best relationship with at each school? Like, who's your primary recruiter? Who's the one that you talk to almost on a daily or weekly basis at each school?
Yeah, I talked to Coach TA Tony Alford in Michigan. That's the running back coach, and then
Mm-hmm.
of course I talked to Coach Sider each day too as well, the running back coach in Notre Dame. So yeah, we both got a great relationship. And
Both of them
yeah,
been around for a long time. Both of them recruited some really great running backs. So I know that's not going to be easy to make that decision with those two recruiters on you.
yes, sir, definitely. I mean, both like you said, both big time. Running back coaches been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
Coach some big time guys. So it's definitely gonna be a hard decision to come.
What's your family saying? Are they ready for this decision? Do they think they know where you're going? How much do you weigh, your decision with your family?
Definitely, I talk with my family all the time about my decision where to go and just what college I feel is best for me and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they support my decision, but also want to make sure I got the right information and just making sure that I'm choosing the best school out there, just for me and just for my future, for
Yeah.
the next 3 or 4 years of my life.
Are
So
are you surprised where you're at? Like, what would 10-year-old Javian Osborne say if he knew it was down to Notre Dame and Michigan? Like, would he be surprised or would this not be a surprise to 10-year-old Javian Osborne?
you know what, 10 years old, it wouldn't be surprised because growing up back in 2016, I think I was actually 10 years old. That's when I really started watching Michigan football. That's when Jabril Peppers,
Yeah.
he was playing in Michigan, and I was really a big fan of Michigan. I love Michigan. I love the tradition, and
Mm-hmm.
especially watching the game, watching them playing Ohio State. It was definitely just like it was like wow, like man, like I really want to play college football, and I really love Michigan too as well. They just definitely possess something that's big time, and Notre Dame. Um, you know, Notre Dame growing up, I watched them a little bit, but not as much as Michigan. And then, just definitely when I'm getting older now, you see Notre Dame in the picture now. But yeah, I mean, my 10-year-old self, I wouldn't be surprised at all that Michigan is, in the final two. I just growing up watching Michigan, I love Michigan football. I love how they run the ball, and me playing running back. It's just
Mm-hmm.
a different feeling.
Will it help to end your recruitment? Like, are you excited to get this over with so that you can get the, decision making part of your recruitment over with?
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. I mean, I know that's just a big thing for me, a big milestone ahead, and I'm definitely ready to get it over with and
Yeah.
focus on my senior year, so I can be ready to focus on my senior year and just get ready to go to the next level, which is college football.
How are you preparing for that? I mean, we're in the middle of the off season here, so what are you kind of focused on to get ready for your senior year?
Yeah, so right now, I had surgery 8 weeks ago on my right hand. I broke it back in October, so broke my scaphoid bone.
Mm,
Didn't need surgery at first. That's what the doctor told me. And then all of a sudden, back in late January, they told me that I need surgery. And I got the surgery done February 6th, so it was about 8 weeks ago. So now I'm pretty much just healing up, rehabbing and stuff, rehabbing my grip in my hand and stuff, and that's pretty much it. Can't really do nothing. I'm not really cleared to lift weights or do anything. So all I've been doing is really just legs, body squats, just
mm-hmm.
running 2 miles, just trying to be back in shape, trying to be in shape and stuff, trying to make sure I'm still doing somewhat, being active in football, still trying to stay focused or whatever, get my body right. But
Yeah. All right. Javian Osborne, last question as the lights go out behind me. When you commit, are you going to be one of these players that's a vocal recruiter? Are you going to help the team that you're committed to kind of build this class?
yes, sir, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty sure you heard the saying, good players want to play with other good guys as well. So, I'll definitely be able, just, be a vocal leader, like you
Yeah.
said, recruit, the top tier guys to go to wherever school I choose to. So you'll definitely hear me on that social media for sure.
All right, Javian Osborne, thank you for taking a little bit of time on your Sunday afternoon to come talk to us. We talk about you all the time on this channel, so it was great to have you actually come on and talk for yourself. If in 4 or 5 weeks you want to come and make your commitment right here on the Inside Scoop, we'll do it. We'll do it live on the channel. That would be awesome. You got a place to commit right here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man. Thank you
All
for the
right.
time.
Thank you and have a great day.